All right. Arsenal. Are they about to run away with the Premier League? Now, they picked up 3 points yesterday on New Year's Eve, Australian time, against Aston Villa, and I was watching towards the end of that first half, and I thought maybe Aston Villa are on for a bit of a game here, and then Arsenal came out and immediately scored. So, and then four, three more goals followed after that one, after Gabriel's opener in the second half. So, I think they got a consolation goal there towards the end through Ollie Watkins, but that quickly squashed my hopes of Aston Villa getting any points there. So they extend their league now to extend their lead now in the league to 5 points by 5 points. Over Manchester City. Manchester City do have a game in hand. I'm just looking now, and it's against Sunderland at home, who I think have proven to be quite tough at home. I may get that wrong. They've got a good record this season, anyways, for the team that's just come up. So they comparing Sunderland's points to Wolverhampton Wanderers at the moment, I think things have to drastically take a turn now for them to go up and come straight back down. So, look, we're all probably expecting Manchester City to walk away with the 3 points there. There's some other games on. There is a London derby in terms of Crystal Palace and Fulham on in the morning. Liverpool take on Leeds United, which I'm not 100% confident over. I do think the recent form Liverpool have got 2 draws, 3 wins in the last 5 in the Premier League, which is way better than what we have been getting. But Leeds have shown that they're a team who aren't willing to back down easily, and then they follow into Manchester United after us. So, is there a slip up at some point against us or Manchester United? I don't know. Or are these Manchester United and Liverpool going to get 3 points off Leeds? Who knows? Manchester United gave Wolves their 3rd point of the season. So that brings them to a total of 3, which is crazy. They've had 3 draws. Actually, who have they had? Who have they had the draws against? Because that's just bonkers. That is an all-time stinker of a season from these lot. Who did they get a draw against? So United's one of them. Who else? They had back-to-back draws. So they drew with Tottenham away, and they drew with Brighton. That's crazy. They are having a shocker of a season. Wow. Okay. Let me just scratch my eye. Sorry, guys. Chelsea drew to Bournemouth 2-2. That sort of cemented Liverpool's spot now because they can extend it to a 5-point gap into 4th place if they beat Leeds. So Chelsea dropping points against Bournemouth wouldn't have done them any favours in their chase for top 4. Liverpool again, if they get on a roll, they are only 13 points behind the top. They win tomorrow, they go to 10. And I mean, I feel like we've had leads that big before that have been overcome. I still think City, I want to say City are my favourites to win the league. I just think Haaland's on a bit of a roll, and I think it gives off shades of what Mohamed Salah did last season in terms of no matter what, I'm going to drag Liverpool across the line for that title. And I just think Haaland's sort of showing a lot of signs like he's going to make sure that Man City win that title no matter what. And it's good to see. I mean, I like seeing Arsenal not doing well, but I also don't like Man City winning it, but I do think they are my favourites to win it. I think Aston Villa are doing really, really well, but then again, that Arsenal result was a complete shock to me. I didn't think they would get played off the park as bad as they did in that second half of football. That can happen, right? Anything is possible. It's a good Arsenal team. Let's not ignore that. Deny that. Sorry, it's a good Arsenal team, and I mean they do deserve to be up the top. They barely conceded in the 19 games that they've got. What just turned off? Oh, that was my speaker. They barely conceded in 19 games, only shipping 12, and they've scored 37. So, they're a team not to mess with. They've got a loss there, and funny enough, it actually came against Aston Villa in their last 5. So they've got a win against Villa, and they've got a loss against Villa in their last 5. But I'd say any of these teams can win it. I don't doubt it. But yeah, for me, Manchester City are my favourites. What else we got? Brentford take on Spurs. The Thomas Frank derby. That'll be interesting. I do think Brentford will win that one though. I think Kelleher is having a good old season so far with them. And Kevin Schade, I think he's coming off the back of a hat-trick the other day, which I think is his second hat-trick in the Premier League, or second hat-trick for Brentford. I believe there was a stat that he didn't get a hat-trick in the Bundesliga or in German football at all. And he's come to the Premier League and he's got a hat-trick. I could be wrong. I could be wrong with that, but I saw that something along the lines of that floating around the Twitter sphere, or X, or whatever you want to call it. What else have we got? Oh, I do want to mention too, I just want to briefly touch on the Liverpool loanees. There's reports now that James McConnell is having his loan at Ajax terminated. Harvey Elliott, obviously he's getting absolutely nothing for Unai Emery and Aston Villa. So there's a chance that he comes back. He has played for 2 clubs already this season, so I don't think he can go out. So he's got to play for Liverpool, or he has to stick it out Aston Villa, but I don't think Aston Villa want him. And then Kostas Tsimikas, there's rumours that Kostas Tsimikas will be on his way back to Merseyside in the January window, and it doesn't look like Liverpool are going to strengthen, which is a little bit frustrating because I think we've shown that the depth isn't there this season, and I think that's maybe why some of these loans are getting terminated. Is McConnell going to come into the team? I highly doubt it. Is Tsimikas going to come into the team? Probably. Arne Slot favoured Tsimikas quite a bit last season over Robertson at times, but Kirkers has just had form. So it'll be interesting to see what happens there. But then can Tsimikas come in? Can he cover right back? Can he do whatever? Because we seem to be a little bit injury prone on that right back position at the moment. What else have we got? I think Gakpo's coming back from injury, which will be good. Wataru Endo, I've seen some things about Wataru Endo. Maybe his time at Liverpool is up, which I think is stink. I do think he is a valuable asset to have, but just for whatever reason, Arne Slot does not like playing with a 6. But at times this season, we could have used Endo, especially as coming into games late on as a number 6, just to see them out, just to get stuck in, put a tackle in, or just get behind the ball and defend and help the back line, especially with how vulnerable Canade has been at the back so far this season. But yeah, that's about it. Leeds tomorrow morning at 3:30 a.m. That'll be good. We'll get up for that. Calvert-Lewin sort of worries me. I feel like he's got a goal or 2 in him. I feel like Calvert-Lewin's a very sort of underrated striker. Look, I'm not saying he's world class. He's obviously of an ability to be playing in the Premier League, but I feel like he's just the type of striker that, he will nick one against you. So he sort of worries me a bit, but look, we'll see. Have we got anything else? Mohamed Salah's through to the next round of the AFCON, which is cool. I think we all knew that he would go quite far in this tournament, and I think they will. He was actually rested in their game against Angola, which I think was expected as well after Brentford's performance and the ability to secure themselves a spot in the next round via their group after 2 games. So that's about it. That's all I wanted to say. There's nothing else, I don't think, looking at that. And we'll see you tomorrow after the Liverpool game.